In Salesforce and in other tools, there's a cool feature where you can filter based off of a relative date, and that date is going to update based off of today's date. And it's not built in exactly like that in Google Sheets, but it's pretty simple to do. So let me show you how to do this. So for example, today is November 2nd, 2025. If I want to filter by anything greater than the last 6 months, I can easily use today's date and find that value. Same thing for last 3 months, same thing for next 3 months, things like that. And if you're going in the future, you can decide if you want to start on the first, anything before that, or go based off of the last day of the month, and it will kind of depend on what you want. So what we're going to do is we're going to type equals EOMONTH, which stands for end of month. And this is really a simple formula. So you can type in a specific date, or you could select a specific date, put a comma, and for it to be the current month, you could put a 0 and press enter, and that will extract the last day of the current month. If this was to change, so for example, let's say the 30th of October, it would extract the last day of whatever month is currently there. And if you go in the future, it will do the same exact thing. So December 6th, for example, it will flag December 31st. And that's for finding the last day of the month for the date that's there. But what if we want to find before or after? All we have to do is we have to simply put negative whatever we want. So we want 2 months ago, we could put -2, and that would give us the end of month 2 months prior to the date right here. So if we were to change this back to today's date, for example, November 2nd, 2 months ago, the last day of the month was September 30th. To find the first day of the month, all we have to do is add 1 because dates are numbers on the back end. So now instead of the last day of September, we're putting the first day of October. So it's really pretty simple. So in order to include a filter for the last 6 months, all we have to do is change this to a -7 because we want to have the last date 7 months ago, and then we want to add 1 to it so we can include the first day 6 months back. So now if I filter based off of that, so for example, filter, I can filter this entire column, put a comma, and then the range is going to be this is greater than or equal to this date. So now it will give me everything that is greater than or equal to that date. And if this updated, so for example, tomorrow is going to be the same exact thing because it's the same month. But what if it was October 30th, for example? It's going to give us anything where the close date was greater than April 1st, and it's going to flag all of that. So the way to turn it into a relative reference for today is instead of selecting K2, which is where the date is, simply put today, open parentheses, close parentheses, and press enter. So now it's going to only show the first day of the month 6 months ago today. And as the days keep passing, once it hits December, it will automatically move this to June and so forth. So it's a great way to have a dynamic 6-month filter. And you don't have to have it on the side. You can have it directly inside of this. So for example, let's say we want to filter this close date. So we'll go to filter by condition, drop down, and we'll say date is after, exact date, and we'll put equals EOMONTH, open parentheses, today, open parentheses, close parentheses, comma, -7, close parentheses, +1. Then we'll hit OK. And just like that, it will filter out anything that does not fall within that category and update automatically. And that's the gist of it. So for the last 3 months, we'll put equals EOMONTH, open parentheses, today, open parentheses, close parentheses, comma, -4, because that's going to take the last day of the month 4 months ago, close parentheses, +1. And that will give us the first day of the month 3 months ago. And just a reminder, this doesn't confuse you, we're in November right now. Next 3 months, we can type EOMONTH, open parentheses, put today, open parentheses, close parentheses, comma. Now instead of putting a negative, we want to put a positive. So we're going to say +3 and press enter. So now 3 months from today, the last day of the month is going to be February 28th. And most of the time for filters, if you want the next 3 months, you want to go towards the end instead of the beginning. If you wanted to change that to stop on February 1st, all you have to do is change this to 2 months in advance, add 1 to it, and you're good. So that's how to create relative filters, and you can use this in any type of filtering that you do inside of Google Sheets, and it will update automatically as time progresses. Let me know if you have any questions, and like and comment for more.